Welcome back to my road to recovery. This is your boy, Kush Carter. Usually on Wednesdays, we talk about where I am presently in my life. Mondays, the past; Wednesdays, the present; Fridays, the future. So it's Thursday, and presently I am stretching myself super thin these days by working. And it was very new to me. I haven't had a job in like 8 years, so it's extremely new. Trying because it's not the working part that's new. It's the actual trying and putting forth effort to want to do something. Because in my addiction, I had lost the will, the want, the drive to even get up and work. As much many addicts do, I found it much easier to escort and prostitute as a man. These days, I have before, when I was younger, worked as a drag queen on 79th, the streetwalker. I have been a streetwalker before, but as an addict, I felt like I had elevated, okay, so we'll start, where did I start from? I start from younger, 15-year-old, all that stuff don't count. So we'll say when I left the house at 15, I became a street worker. I came back home. I went to Miami-Dade. I got a job at Starbucks. I became a bartender in Key West. I moved up to the city. I started working for T-Mobile in Miramar Parkway. I left that job that day and told my boss that I was going on tour and I was never coming back. And that's exactly what I did. I began to make videos and travel the country. I'm going to clubs, going to parties, going to Trick's house, Sugar Daddy's houses, play trips and all that kind of stuff. And they funded my life for a while. And so now, 8 years later from all of that, I'm back trying to work again. I've given up the easy life of what I thought was easy, of just having people give me stuff, and now I want to go back to school, want to go work, want to go, be a normal, productive citizen in this country while I'm in this country. So today and yesterday, I've had emotions, and the best thing to talk about emotions is that you're going to feel them, but you're going to get through them soberly. No feeling is final. If you just hold on, you'll make it through the sadness, you'll make it through the madness, you'll make it through the happy, you'll make it through the excitement, you'll make it through each and every feeling, because as addicts, we use any and every excuse to use. Oh, I had a good day, let's go celebrate. Oh, I had a bad day, let's go get high. Oh, my sister, baby, cousin, daddy, Tracy died. I'm sad. Let's go smoke to make me feel better. Oh, I have too much anxiety. I'm so anxious. My shoes are dirty. She stepped on my shoes. He brought me new shoes. Like, people don't care. People will use any excuse and every excuse to use and relapse. And I have used any and every excuse to use and to relapse. Oh, my mama wasn't there for me. Oh, my mama protected me too well. Oh, I was here, I was there. My feelings hurt. I had a breakup. Oh, my boyfriend was doing it, so I'm doing. I've used every excuse in the book, and now I am tired presently of excusing myself. I am encouraging myself to continue on a path that I feel has been destined for me and outlined for me by my higher power, which I choose to call Jesus. And you may know him as God. But yeah, I'm choosing to straighten up and fly right, you know. My mom always says, if you do right, right will follow. And I believe that today. I put my best foot forward. I will go in the right direction. If I take one step, God will take two. I believe that today. I do. I have been so full of gratitude today. My aunt got a new place. I'm happy for her. The struggle has been real for her, and to be able to have assisted her to get into the program, to get her place, and for her to do the work that was required of her for a longer period of time than most people did, and to make it through and to complete it, and for God to bless her with exactly what she wants, she deserves it. I love you, Auntie. If you ever see this video, I love you, and I'm so proud of you. I've been working really hard, and tomorrow I'll be, what you reap, you shall sow. What you sow, you shall reap. So I've been sowing a lot of work. So tomorrow I will be reaping a lot of benefits, and I'm so happy about that. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to feel. Because I might not have worked for 8 years, but I haven't really been feeling for longer than that. The last time I actually let something get to me emotionally, I set a house on fire. The last time I really felt something, like felt an emotion, I set something on fire. Because I was suppressing my emotions by medicating them. I was pushing down every emotion because I wanted to use marijuana to not feel. Well, to not feel sad, to not be mad, to suppress all my bad emotions, I would use marijuana. And once I just didn't want to feel anything at all, I started to use meth because meth made me numb. I don't believe horny is an emotion, so I still was not emotional. I was horny all the damn time, but I was not. And I don't feel like horny. I just wanted to pop. But today I'm not like that. I still think every boy is cute. Like, oh my God, look at him. Well, most of the time I'm correct about cuteness, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So I'll say who I feel is handsome. And I will be very vocal about it. But I'm not sleeping with anyone. And I have not slept with anyone for just as long as I've been sober. And I'm proud of myself. Because for me, that's a very long time. You're talking about a guy who would sleep with at least four random guys a day, if not at the same time. And for me to be almost 60 damn days sober and to be 60 days celibate is only by God's grace and mercy that I'm making it this far. Because I would have been used. Because what an addict does is use. All addicts use. If you're a sex addict, you have sex. If you're a drug addict, you use drugs. If you're a food addict, the natural thing for you to do would be to eat. So for you to do the unnatural thing is a miracle. Do you understand that? Behaving unlike what you are is a miracle. And if you have started this journey, this walk, and even if it's just for one day, for 24 hours, for 1 hour, for 60 minutes, for 1 minute, for 60 seconds, if you don't use for that little bit of time, you have just witnessed a miracle. You are that miracle. Because for that moment, you did not give in to your basic human addict wants and needs. So when people don't use for 10 years, when people don't use for 10 days, when people don't use for 10 months, when people don't use for 10 seconds that are addicts, that's a miracle. That is a blessing. And for today, I have not used. I haven't even thought about using. And that's a miracle. I have not had sex with anyone. And I have not even lusted in a way of like I'm about to get online, find me a date, get him over. Like, nah, man. Nah, man, I'm straight. I'm good. For today, I'm good. Just for today, because all you have is today. I don't know what tomorrow will bring. Like, literally, I could hang up this thing right now and use. So I won't even talk about what the fuck I will do. All I can talk about is right now. I'm not using right now. And I have not used up until now. I don't want to use. And that's what I like about the program NA. As long as you have the desire to not use, you can be a part of the group. So I have the desire. I literally have come to the realization with myself that I don't want to use anymore. That I want to change my life today for tomorrow. And we'll talk about what I want tomorrow to look like tomorrow, actually. So I have a job. I have 2 jobs right now. One is the, how do you say that? One is the job that I it's like a permanent job, but I don't plan on living in Miami permanently. So as long as I'm living in Miami, I'll be working at that job. And one is I guess like seasonal, I guess you would say. It's only around for a little bit of time. So while it's around, I'm trying to work it as best as I can. But that's amazing for somebody like me to go from not even wanting. I didn't have the desire to work. I didn't have the desire to work. I lost it. And to not only desire to work, but for God to open up doors for me to be able to work. And then for me to do it. Because it will work if you work it. And honey, I'm working it. Let me stop. Oh my God. Like, yo. Nah, but seriously, I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. And like we discussed, a grateful addict is a clean addict. Grateful I got on a clean white t-shirt today. Grateful I'm outside and I'm not sweating bullets. Grateful I got a little something back there. Cause when I use, I be like this big. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. And I can't say that enough. I can't tell God thank you enough. Because once I stop telling God thank you, I become complacent. And when you become complacent, you fall back slowly into old habits. Check it out. So if the world is always moving and you're not moving with it, you're standing still. Even if you're standing still, you're still going backwards. So think about that in your road to recovery. If you are not moving progressively. If you become complacent and stand still, eventually you move backwards and fall back into your old habits. So stay grateful. If anything, you don't have to stay happy because you can't. You don't have to stay depressed. You shouldn't. And the only way to mellow all of that out is to be grateful in the good times and the bad times, in the hard times and the sad times. If you stay grateful, you good. You good. You good. And it doesn't matter what religion you believe in. My higher power is my higher power, but your higher power is your higher power. I'm not trying to convert anybody into what I believe. Whatever frees you, be free. Be free. Free yourself. And the rest will follow. I just want to say thank you. Once again, I'm grateful if anybody views this, if anybody gets anything out of it. I'm grateful for the chance to practice. Hi. I'm grateful for the idea that I had and to not only have the idea, but to actually put the work in and to try. So this is your boy on his road to recovery. They call me Kush, but my name is Quentin. So stay clean, stay sober, stay grateful.